Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. Do you also remember when you left West Brom and went out to Portland, you were one of the designated players as well. Yeah. Can you try and explain to everybody what that actually means?
So in America, there's a salary cap. So there's only a certain amount of money you get to spend on the squad. Then you get offsetted that. You get 3 designated players. Now they've got 2 TAM players. So you get two TAM players is up to about $1 million. And then a DP status is designated player. You can pay them anything you want. Oof. It comes out the owner's pocket, but you can pay him.
That sits outside of the salary.
So Messi, for example.
So Messi, he's getting paid God knows what.
All the Apple money.
All the Apple money, yeah, exactly, yeah. So he's getting paid God knows what. So the owner can you just count against the cap, a certain amount of money against the cap, but everything else, they can pay you whatever you like. So I was the first DP centre half to go out there and do that.
So with that, does that bring a bit of kind of stature and kind of...
It was epic. Like I said, it was epic because I never was that in my career. Like, yeah, I'd like captain clubs and things like that, but I was never in a big club and this big sort of, people say big fish or big time, like that sort of, but I was able to experience that. Now, with that you come responsibility of, do you stay in that lane of, I'm DP, I'm getting paid this money, you getting paid, so you can go one or two ways. You can take it and go that way and hope the players follow you, or you stay in this lane with everybody else and try and bring everyone and galvanise everyone together and try and take that status away. And that's something that I tried to do.
I can't imagine there's been many centre-halves that were DPs then, no?
No, I was the first one. I was the first one to be able to do it. And you got to clear it with the league. The league obviously have a big say in it, so you got to clear it with the league. The league doesn't really want... but who wants a DP centre half? You're paying loads of money.
They want strikers. They want flair players. People that get people off the seats. And
that, so for Portland to take that chance in going to get me was epic. Like, it was proper. So to repay that in some way to try and go win the MLS Cup was
what about
quality.
The lifestyle? Did you enjoy the lifestyle over there? Because a lot of English players in particular over the years haven't always settled in. But obviously Turkey's one which a lot of players don't, but just generally.
Yeah, I was lucky. I think when I first got there, the manager took me to a place called Stickman's. It was a bar on a private lake, so just houses around the lake. And these boats are zinging around and they're pulling up next to the bar. Like, geezer's just coming along and parks it up, gets off and goes into the pub. And I'm like, what's he doing? He went, oh yeah, we just pulled off that house up there and he's just drove his boat down and come down. He's come down for lunch, have a beer and go back, and no police and things like that. And I'm like,
nice, that.
I'll sign, get me a house on this lake and I'm done. I'm like, he done me a treat. Because how can you turn that down? Like, I'd spoke to the owner and gone through everything else, but he took me to a place where he knew he read me like a book, really.
He
read me like a book.
He had just left West Brom, right? And he's putting all these pictures on Instagram of him on his boat, swim shorts, beers, everything, and we're freezing in the middle of winter, playing away at God knows. Oh, we were so jealous. We were so jealous. We were like genuinely happy for you because you're proper, Reggie. But we were so jealous.
Yeah, it was nice. It was just, you know what? The lifestyle was just completely different. It went from sort of being in a bubble in Birmingham. I'd played for 3 clubs in Birmingham that you had to be careful where you're going out and having a drink, which was fine. To going somewhere which was like, oh yeah, you know, it could have been day before a game, night before a game. Oh, do you want a drink? In England, people are taking a picture of you that you're eating, let alone having a drink, and someone's offering me a beer. Yeah, sure, okay. I'm an experienced pro. I know if I can drink or not, and how many I should or shouldn't have. And that was a difference. And I was like, this is enjoyable. Not only could I enjoy the football. Now, don't get me wrong. If we didn't do well, it's going to go down like a shit sandwich, obviously. But it coincided with, obviously, good performance on the pitch and good performances through the season.
And then the All-Star game.
The All-Star,
well, I've got a question for you both. Could this ever happen? Could this ever happen in the Premier League?
You played in it.
Todd Bowley dropped that one a couple of seasons ago.
It was epic. It was proper. It was epic. I mean, I was putting up curtains. I get this all the time. I'd only been there a month, and the game was in Portland. So someone else had dropped out, and I got put in because the manager of Portland was the manager of the team that was playing the All-Star game. So it's like, right, you're in. I'm like, sweet, nice little bonus. Yeah, I'm putting up curtains right now. I'll come and do it. Yeah, absolutely.
You were literally I thought you were saying putting up curtains as like a euphemism or something.
I swear. Me and my old man are putting up curtains in the rented house that we're in. I get a phone call, which me putting up curtains, you know I can't put up curtains or do much. Putting up curtains, I'm like, hello? And he's like, yeah, you're in the All-Star. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, well, we need you to come train tomorrow. You're in the All-Star team. I'm like, well, I'm just doing, no, you need to, well, okay, fair enough.
Dad, you're going to have to do it yourself,
sorry,
mate.
Yeah,
and you get a nice little bonus for that as well.
Bonus, yeah. Well, obviously contracts a certain way and you get a bonus to do, like, making playoffs and things like that. And so that was in mind. So it was like,
Is it a complete exhibition, or do people want to win that game?
Well, the mad thing was Will Johnson, who was a Portland player at the time, he was an All-Star that year. Now, it all kicked off at the end of the game because he, which was an old school, like, if you're going to tackle someone, we're going to tackle someone, didn't treat it as an exhibition game. I think he nailed on the World Cup boys from Bayern. Pep Guardiola was the manager at the time of Bayern Munich, and it all kicked off at the end of the game. He's like, you can't touch our player. He like, I can't remember what player it was, but he proper nailed him. But it should be an exhibition match, just for the fans.
Could they do this in this country then?
Could they?
I would love to see it, and I think the fans would love to see it, but I would love to know how it works with players getting injured and insurance purposes.
Love to see
that exactly what
Yeah.
Ridgie just said. If you've got somebody coming in on Erling Haaland at the end of the season before they go and join up with the national team, and they do something serious,
I think it'd be very hard.
I just don't know who would they play. Like, how would you? What would it be? North versus
South. Here's a question for you.
See, I would love.
What is North? Stoke and North is North. Anything South is South.
Yeah,
in my book.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, anything north of Stoke.
Stoke and North.
No, I don't include Stoke in. I'd say anything north of Stoke.
Anything north of Stoke. I mean, I honestly think there's too much it's too much proper rivalry.
Yeah.
The reason it works is Bayern Munich or Arsenal, whoever comes in as a team, plays against an all-star team of the MLS. You'd have to have an all-star team of the Premier League play against.
Of course, yeah.
That might be good.
Because you couldn't, I'm not being funny. If you got selected and you're someone, like Man United and Arsenal, I mean, you think back, they don't have, to me, there's no rivalry no more like that.
Yeah, it's not the same,
You think of like the England stories of people sitting on different tables and things like that. If you play to get...
But right, we did. Listen,
Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane.
Listen, this is
Forget
good
about it.
because we did a podcast the other day that football's gone soft. Yeah, the whole podcast was literally about has football gone soft? Has football gone soft, Liam Ridgewell?
Yes, absolutely.
It has, hasn't it? It's sickening. So
I've seen some tackles. So yesterday watching the game, someone got a yellow card for stepping on someone's toe.
it's what I mean.
I could step on your toe now. You ain't gonna fall on the ground.
No.
It's ridiculous. I just, again, that's where I think it's changed. It's gone in the favour. You think of the Arsenal teams that we played back in the day. Arsenal wanted it to go that way.
Yeah, they
wanted to play nicely and blah, blah, blah. But if you ain't that good of a football player and you can tackle, I need to tackle you. I need to do something different. If you can't, well, the technical people will win, obviously.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.